actually 5'4" with heels. Thank you, Lisa, so much for those kind words. I think you took away most of my speech, so now I don't know what to say to you guys. So Lisa is indeed one of the few people in this room, other than my family and perhaps Bill Yao and the family friends. We have Eugene and Joan Daly here tonight, who have known me for more than, again, we're not going to say how many years, since I was 17, and given that I'm only 21, I guess, you guys can do the math. All joking aside, I'm actually really, really humbled to be recognized this evening alongside all these luminaries. And I've read that the past honorees included Vera Wang, Vivian Tam, and Anderson Cooper. Wow. All I can say is the only thing I have in common is just like my clothes and shoes. I wanted to just touch on a little bit about my professional and personal journey. And Lisa already alluded to my slightly path, that's not quite usual. But I didn't really entirely took the road less traveled, in the sense that I did study economics at Harvard. I worked as a consultant after Harvard, went to law school, worked for Davis Polk, and then went into business school. I guess, I was a renegade. I went to business school in France. And ended up working in finance. I have Rupert Hope here to thank. He brought me back to the States. I was in London at the time. I guess you guys have him to thank for me being here tonight. And I guess I ended up working at a hedge fund, Moon Capital. And although along the way, as Lisa said, I kind of did some unusual things being a DJ, and they actually pay me to be on air with this voice. So, go here. I'm also a partner now in a Japanese restaurant, a partner in a Japanese restaurant in the village, which has been doing quite well. But through it all, I have to say that I've been blessed to have good people in my life, people who have been supportive and believed in me, who listened to me, and I listened to them, and I learned. And I learned from them to explore and take the opportunities that were given to me to forge my own path and to forge ahead. When I was preparing for these remarks tonight, a good friend and mentor suggested that I give a speech that's going to make you laugh, which I hope I did a little bit, and make you cry, and tell you a little bit about what I stand for. I actually don't want to make anyone cry tonight, but when I speak of the support I've had in the past, especially from my family, with my Uncle Greg here and my Aunt Rosanna, and foremost I have to thank is my mother, who's sitting right there, whose strength and resilience to me is unsurpassed. My father passed away when I was 2 years old. Passed away when I was 2 years old, leaving my mother a widow at the age of less than 30 with 3 girls on her own. Ours could be viewed as, I guess, the Asian American immigrant story. We moved here from Hong Kong when I was 10 years old. That narrative took on a little bit of a different path when my oldest sister, Teresa, who passed away recently, suffered a traumatic brain injury at the age of 22 after graduating from Cornell. And she is actually the smartest one in the family. She had a degree as an operations research engineer, no less. I was 15 at the time, and my mom was not quite 44. I don't mean to depress everybody right now by telling you this. What I actually want to tell you is that my mother, even though she was beset by traumatic and, tragedies and calamities in her life, she never lost her optimism and her zest for life. And she never stopped thinking about and caring about other people and helping other people. The lesson I learned is this. What's important is that you make a difference to those around you, whatever your personal circumstances are. And those circumstances may not be ideal. However, I've learned from my mother a lot of things, one of which is she has a strong sense of justice, a strong sense of ethics. And I feel that that's something that we can actually people in finance and the corporate world, I feel like I can learn from her, given what's in the headlines these days. I'm fortunate to have inherited that strong sense of right and wrong, and I try to do what's right in my life, both personally and professionally. Not necessarily for my own benefit all the time or for my own glory, but rather for the good of the overall enterprise, for you Star Trek friends out there. Just to see whether you're listening. I think we all should try to make a difference, however we can, whether it means volunteering, helping people who don't have a voice, or just, if you don't have time, even making donations.